Hey guys, it's Shannon. I am sorry again. My cold that I had previously has turned into bronchitis and strep throat, and I'm getting over it finally, but it's just taking forever, so I apologize for my voice. I still have projects that I need to do, and painting this room is a big one. We're getting ready to do a big living room makeover, and so painting is the very first big step that needs to get done. So in this room today, we are going to be painting it with the color Southern Grown by Magnolia Home. This is the second room in our 100-year-old home that we're using Magnolia Home Paint for. The very first room we used it on was our bedroom, and we used the color Arches, and we absolutely loved it. We used a matte in there, and I love the richness of it. It's almost like a velvet look. We did a very, very dark color in there, and it was great coverage. And we were really impressed, so we went ahead and decided to paint the living room in it again, except the difference is in this room we are doing a light color over dark. So I'm excited to see how this is going to cover, and we're also going to be painting the trim as well. So let me give you a look around the room so you can see it before, and then we're going to get started painting. So here's a quick look around the room. We have these gorgeous pocket doors here that I'm going to paint white that'll match the trim. And then you can see here I swatched the Southern Grown paint just to see the color once it came out of the can and dried. And you can see how much lighter it is than this caramel color that's on the walls already. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a look around real quick so you can see the before. I know the lighting is kind of crazy, but just a quick look, and then we're gonna get started painting and see the transformation. All right, so I thought it would be kind of a nice idea for us to sit down together to do a review on Magnolia Paint. I am not sponsored in any way. I just know, I like to know how good or bad products are before I use them. It's kind of nice and helpful. So obviously we've done 2 rooms, like I said before, with the Magnolia Paint before. And so we just wanted to kind of give you guys a better idea of if we like it, if we don't like it, if we recommend it. And so obviously I showed you our living room, and for me, I mean I love it. Like,
yeah, I mean it's a lot brighter than it was. It's a big change. I love it.
Well, yeah, the room took on a huge. The reason mainly I went with Magnolia is just because the colors. You can't go to a department store and kind of find these colors, and I even took a paint sample of the Magnolia Home Paint and tried to get like Walmart to match it, and it's a Kills brand, which Walmart carries, and it shoots it out of their system. So they already know in the system that you can't color match that color because it is specifically for Magnolia brand. So that's sort of why I just went straight to the Magnolia Paint, because I specifically wanted this exact color. Now, as far as the color goes, I don't think it's exact, and I think lighting has a lot to do with it. Just depends on if there's shadows, how the walls are textured, how your paint color is actually going to play in the room. So it's not exactly as beige as I wanted. It's showing a lot more gray in our room, but I still really like it. I think it turned out really great, especially with the white trim. And as far as the quality of the paint,
it's Kills. Kills is really good, and I mean, I got it to cover in one coat, which is unheard of for most of the paints that we've worked with.
So this room we did the light color over a dark color, and it did take a whole gallon to do the room in one coat, but the walls in this room are very heavily textured. What did you say it was?
It's a plaster.
It's a plaster.
Yeah.
It's like hand plaster. It's like hand plastered texture. So it took a lot. It took a really thick roller for us to get the paint onto the walls initially. So the roller was holding a lot of paint anyway, and I think that had something to do with it too. You know, we got a lot more coverage. So it did, I mean, in one coat we were able to paint this whole room, which I was really surprised about. I thought we were gonna have to go back and get a 2nd gallon of paint. I think as far as price goes, it is, you know, a very higher priced paint, whereas if you go to a department store, it's only, you know, $20–25 a gallon. Even Home Depot has some less expensive paint that's actually really good, whereas Magnolia Paint is about $45 a gallon. There's even higher end paint than that. So I think it's kind of a happy medium. You're gonna get a really great high quality paint. You're gonna pay more for it, but like I said, with one coat of coverage, definitely worth it because it saved us a lot of time and money. So we didn't have to buy a 2nd gallon of paint. Now the bedroom was a different story.
It was a different story. It had different walls, it had drywall, so it really did suck the paint up a lot more. The older plaster I was worried about, really, I thought it was going to take more than a gallon in here, but it turned out really good.
Yeah, in here, it actually went on a lot better, even though the walls were textured. The bedroom walls are flat. They didn't have any texture on them at all. There was paint on there, so it wasn't like going straight onto drywall, but it was a really heavily saturated color that was going on the wall, so it just naturally is going to take a couple coats anyway. But it took about a gallon and a quarter.
Yeah.
We didn't use much of the 2nd gallon. We needed like a corner of the room to go. So we did buy 2 gallons of paint for in there, but we didn't use, and both of these rooms are probably like 14 foot by 15 foot size.
There, yeah.
So just to kind of give you an idea of how much paint we use. So not a little bit more than a gallon in the bedroom, and then just 1 gallon in here, unless you're going to be doing 2 coats of paint, you know, maybe 2 gallons of paint for a room this size, 14 by 15 foot.
Okay.
So anything else?
That's about it.
I think that covers it. I would recommend this paint.
I absolutely would.
Yeah, we would definitely use this paint again. We wish we would have used it in the kitchen, which still might happen.
Yeah, it could happen.
So just wanted to give you guys a honest review. So I hope you guys will give this video a thumbs up for us. Make sure to subscribe. We are just now, this is the very first step in our living room makeover, so make sure to subscribe, hit the bell so that you get notified when my videos go live, and we'll see you all next time.
See ya.
Bye guys.